All right, what I'm showing you here is something you never want to see in your own home. This is candle wax that has dripped onto this table napkin. So we're going to move over to the sink, and if you'd like to follow me, I'm going to show you how to get it out. All right, so here's our candle wax on our napkin. My director said no tapping it on the sink because it's going to come out in this video. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit of the Purely on. Now I am going to cheat a little bit because you have to get that surface wax off. So I'm just going to use my fingernail, but it's really simple. It's never going to break your nail doing that. I'm just going to give it a little moodle around here, and that is the secret to using Purely. Whenever you put it on something, bear in mind it's breaking surface tension, so you just want to moodle it around and give it a chance to work, whether it's working on crazy glue, tar, sap, bandage glue, enamel paint. And then we're going to rinse it out a little bit using just a little bit of hand soap, or if you've got dish soap. And what you're going to see in the area that I've just worked on is no candle wax. Yay! So you're going to throw this in the washing machine now and give it a wash and a dry and give it a little press, and we're just going to remind you, when you've got candle wax on carpet or on any kind of fabric, you have Purely, because it's purely made for you. Alright, so we took off some plain candle wax, but that was pretty easy. Let's see what Purely does with colored candle wax. Now this is candle wax that's been on there for quite some time, and here's the candle that put it on there. And we're just going to also, without burning me I hope, drip a bit of fresh candle wax on. Alright, there we go. So there's the fresh, and there's the old, and you can see the difference in the color from sitting around. So I'm going to let that have its moment. And what you want to do is just remove a little bit of the residue here. And I'm going to let that cool off for just a second. And grab my handy dandy Purely and apply it to the areas with the candle wax. And again, I get back into the idea of moodling this around a little bit, just so it can start breaking the surface tension. Of the wax, starting to take it off. You can see how that wax is just kind of dissolving. And then the kind of icky stuff that's right here, I'll be a little bit more liberal with this, because this is a stubborn problem. And normally when you get colored candle wax onto any fabric, well, you can pretty much kiss it goodbye, because you're never going to get it out. It's just not going to work. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to just spread that around a little bit, and then we're going to add a little bit of soap to the area, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a wash. Turn on the tap. Set the first bunch of residue here. Go back for phase 2. Unfortunately, it's not a one-step process, but it's going to work. And if it is your grandmother's linen tablecloth, you don't mind taking that extra little bit of time and working the Purely in. Let it break that surface tension up, and that's how we discovered this actually worked, because I did take out my grandmother's Christmas tablecloth. And what did it have on it? Red candle wax. I can't tell you how not impressed I was with that. I guess I threw it in the washer and didn't even see it. And had let it go, put it in the closet for the year. Brought it out. And a little bit of a scrub up. Rinse off. see, virtually all that colored candle wax is gone. Now I am going to be working on this little bit for a little bit longer because that was the one that's been in there for probably about 6 months. But that's going to come off entirely, just like the new candle wax has down here, even the ones that were a little bit more stubborn with the burnt marks in them. Definitely an improvement over what we've experienced before. And let me remind you, it's purely for you. Okay, and we're back. Worked on this table napkin for just a little bit off camera, so I wouldn't have to bore you with that. But as you can see, the red, the wax, everything's out of it. We're just going to throw it in the wash now, and it'll be just as good as new. What a miracle. Purely for you.